It's roast mortem. We're doing it now. I'm Tom.
I'm Travis. I've been doing it since you last heard your ears.
My name's Dave, and I'll be your Cody for this evening.
And I'm Mike.
And I'm Gabriella.
Full House Screech is here, and he's screeching in the corner. So hey, Dave.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, what's up?
How you doing? Welcome to the show. Thanks for being on.
I appreciate you having me. I've been listening for, probably 6-7 months now. You guys are hilarious. Thanks for having me.
Of course, man. Not for human consumption. You're doing your shit there. We need a guy like you on this here. That's why you were hired from there to work here.
I got an agent, and these guys had to go through my agent and everything, so I feel important, and I appreciate you guys for making me feel important.
Yes.
Wait, so I've consumed a lot of things that are not for human consumption. I almost did a Cheese Whiz of the shoe refresher that I have on my desk because I thought it was Cheese Whiz, but it's not Cheese. What's the weirdest thing you've consumed?
Weirdest?
Yeah.
Grasshoppers were pretty weird.
Wait, are you one of those people that's trying to save the planet by eating insects?
No, I just went to a restaurant that had insects at it. And they were fucking expensive, too. Jesus. Chocolate-covered grasshoppers for dessert. Weird.
How much was it? You could just go outside and grab one with your bare hands and put it on the barbecue.
Well, I think it was $9 for 2 of them. They were about...
What?
About yay big. Some ritzy joint.
I'm about to go into the grasshopper business.
That's that Locust Valley shit. So, yeah, we have Dave filling in for Cody because Cody did a naughty, and he can't show up tonight. And we have, Mike said he wasn't going to be here, so he's filling in for himself. I don't know how the fuck this has happened.
Yeah, I made a couple calls, but I made it.
And I know that listeners of our show know Gabriella already because she sits in on a couple episodes, and she helped me write tonight's script, so I thought it would be appropriate if she was here to correct what the fuck I was saying drunkenly.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, Gabby, what's up?
Hey, what's
you're
up?
the brains behind the operation here, obviously.
I run all of Morse Rotom.
All right, Gabby's hitting the sauce, too.
That's it.
Yeah. This is going to be interesting. Well, Dave, thank you for taking Cody's position and doing much better than he could imagine.
Oh, yeah.
Gabby, thank you for bringing a little sensitivity here.
No problem.
All right, cool. Mike,
Is
thanks
this
for
a sexist bit? What's going on?
How was everyone's sexist week?
That was great.
That's a good bit, right? A little transfer. Right, that's what you'd say, right, Mike, right? Like a transfer? Like I hit that rail, and I was like, hey, sexism and week. We're going to have a good time.
Right. So
transferring to the Ollie.
Let's start there with our guests. How was your week's, Dave?
My week was pretty good. I binged watched Mars on Netflix, which is real weird, but I actually suggest checking it out. It's half documentary, half sci-fi, I don't know, whatever, good stuff. And I've been working. This is my second week back to work, so I'm happy about that. I was sick of staring at my computer, doing Zoom classes and shit. Otherwise, great. I'm happy to be here. All of a sudden, yesterday, Matt's like, hey, you want to do this thing? And I was like, fuck yeah. So here I am. Thanks for having me.
The wrong crowd, man.
When you finish the Mars show, because I do want to check that out, but does Elon send you like a fleshlight of what's his girlfriend's name?
Grimes.
Grimes.
He sends you his own Grimes.
A grimy
with
fleshlight.
A weird fashion sense, and you can't keep up with her, and she wants to name her child.
Exactly. I don't have too much bad to say about Grimes, but I do know that Elon Musk is the fucking kind of guy who would take a mold of his own dick and make a dildo out of it. I guarantee it.
It's already in space, dude. It's already orbiting the Earth. He sent the car up there, he sent the Roadster, and then he sent his own dildo.
Yeah, did anyone check the glove compartment?
For science, right?
Yeah.
Mike, how about you? How was your smooth week? You sliding into the work week?
Yeah, I actually had a little thing that reminded me of you, Travis. I had left these chips, these spicy nacho chips I bought at CVS open in my car, and they had baked all night. But they actually tasted better like the next day when they were like heated up in my car when I ate it the next day. And I was like,
Mike,
Travis
you
would
and I
appreciate that.
We need to go into the gourmet. We should open like a food cart, and it's just like shit you left in your car. And so it's easy. You just make the food and just close. Yeah, you just close the food cart for a day, and then you open it up, and everything's like kimchi.
Right. Instead of having like walk-in fridges in your place, you just have a bunch of Honda Accords outside cooking various 7-Eleven items.
It gets hot in those cars, you know?
It does.
Well, that's my week, Travis.
I like
Pickup only.
It was 111 today where I'm at, you guys.
Oh my god!
111
Cook some eggs in your car.
Woo!
Dude, you're in the Arizona country.
All right,
on the dashboard. It's insane.
Oh my god!
But I got a pool, so I don't care.
That's nice.
There you go. I'd be doing the show right now in the pool.
Well, I'm kind of mad you guys made me get out of it, but I'm glad to be here anyway.
Well, we owe you several hundred beers. Gabriella, how
Wait,
was...
whoa! I was gonna be like, I'm gonna do. How are you doing, Gabby? Because I don't care about Tom's week. I'm trying to be mean this week.
Nice.
Gabby, how are you doing? I don't care about you, Tom.
Tell them about my week.
My week was great. I worked. I was in the grass smoking weed the whole
She's
time.
fucking lying. She doesn't smoke weed. She's just trying to...
You
Tom,
trying to act cool? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
She's trying to just take any thunder that I could have about Travis's "How was your week" thing and make it relatable to the audience. And guess what? Everyone sees through you.
I'm sure they do.
And we're going to talk about this later.
A little drama on Roast Mortem.
So much drama.
People do like drama.
No,
Just
but I'll
keep it
tell
up.
you, I got a laser hair removal, not kit, but like device in the mail. So
It's a
that was
beeper.
exciting. It's a very early, 1 month and a half early Christmas gift, birthday gift from my parents to me, because that's all I wanted.
It's an electrolysis laser thingy?
Yeah, and you can use it anywhere from your toes to your head. So I'm going to use it
To
only
your-
on my head. I don't want any head hairs anymore. I'm tired of them.
all right,
And that's it.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for what I have to look forward to.
Nice guy.
I would.
And that also sums up Tom's week.
Yeah, that's my week.
Yeah,
as well.
Tom,
That's actually
how-
not just my week, but it's my future. Travis.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say now? What
What do you mean? What am I gonna say?
How was your week, Travis?
So Tom, I think I'm getting more on your level right now because you talk about Ancient Aliens all the time. You watch Ancient Aliens, fantastic show.
Yes.
Truth. #truth.
Yes.
But I learned the real truth, and you're not gonna like it. Basically, if we did not have domestic cats, then we would have never been able to prosper as a human race. Because without them, we'd have too many rats eating all the food. So you always keep telling me, cats are dumb. I'm telling you, thank you. Look, you want to buy a house? You want to sit in your house? You like sitting in your house?
So wait, hold on.
You need cats.
What you said? What you're saying to me right now is that this week you were able to finish an entire BuzzFeed article that said we needed cats.
No. I don't
What is
know.
your source for this? That is ludicrous.
Don't worry about it. I've been watching a lot about cats and dogs and their intelligence, and I'm trying to build a theory for science. I'm going to be a professor at NYU.
Travis, the question was, how was your week?
Good. It's great. I don't know. I learned about animals.
Fucking thanks. All right, that's really great.
I want to start a sideshow of animals.
sideshow.
I
You went
learned,
to zoo.
I
You
learned
went-
that the panda bears, on average, take shits worth 40 pounds every day.
Oh, no way.
Between 150 and 200 shits, and it totals
Damn.
40 pounds on average. That's what I learned
That-
about animals.
Damn, dude.
We live in a fantastic world. It's amazing. Richard Attenborough doesn't talk about that shit.
well, he's
Dave
dead,
talks
but
about
David
it.
Attenborough
Thank
talks
you.
about shit like that.
Whatever. They're all
FHC
dead.
Dave does, though. You know
Yeah.
what a pseudo penis is? Google that.
Pseudo penis.
Oh, man.
A penis in a tuxedo?
I'm writing that down. All right, notes.
All right, Tom.
Yes.
Who's on the salmon scale?
All right, the salmon scale. Tonight, we're getting bloody. We're getting dirty. We're going to talk Vlad the Impaler. Vlad Tepes, which is like tapas, but, you know, it's not. He's also known as the mustachioid Dracula guy and the inventor of the human shish kebab.
You don't say? Oh, it's delicious. Oh, jeez.
Nom nom.
So he is very popular with the e-girls.
yeah, he is.
He's the original e-girl.
Kind of. I mean,
Why was he into that shit?
we wanted attention.
Yeah.
He wanted love.
Well,
he never
and he
never
had
received
power.
love.
And power.
Yeah, he had power.
Scare people.
He was jaded. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into why he was into it. Maybe a little bit of psychology of it.
Tommy, we have to stop the show because you're the guy you're roasting is not dead. His name is Rob Zombie. He's still alive.
He's more human than human.
Back of his dragon.
Yeah, he makes movies. He's Dracula.
All right, Travis, that's not fair, man. I know I try to cut off your "How was your week" bit every week, but you're gonna cut off an entire script.
Yeah, well, you know what? Sucks to be me and you.
Yeah, sure does. Sure am. All right,
Thanks for having me.
Dave. We appreciate you dealing with this fucking menagerie of morons. Anyway, so Vlad the Impaler was the leader of Wallachia, better known as Romania, who claimed the throne 3 times between 1448 and 1477. Each time he took his place as the voidode, which is the king of Romania. I don't know why they just didn't use the word king. His people cowered in fear because this guy was quite the bully.
He was the Voldo from Soul Calibur of Wallachia.
Yes. He had more leather straps than anyone.
Damn.
Dude, strapping young gentleman.
Strapping young lad. He was the inspiration for Bram Stoker's Dracula. But if I had to say which was worse, this guy or Dracula, I would have to say this guy, because Dracula, firstly, wasn't real. And even if he wasn't like an international threat. You know, he just kind of picked on a household or two.
Did he drink blood at all?
We're going to get into it, Mike. Thanks for asking.
Sorry.
Damn.
Mike always jumping the gun. He was trying to kickflip over them spears.
I was getting excited.
So, I guess we can get right into it. Any questions so far that I won't immediately shut down?
What years are we talking about?
We're going to be talking about the 1430s to about 1479.
So America was not around, therefore freedom didn't exist. So no holds barred.
Right,
True.
exactly. This is it gets bad. It's real bad. All right, so first let's talk about Romania because no one ever talks about Romania, probably with good reason. Romania is definitely more than a country full of dirty double anal porn stars, alcoholism, small cottages, and paprika. It's not much more, but it is more. Nobody cares about Romania. The lettuce isn't even from there. I don't have any other talking points, so we'll go into the history.
Dude, I love Romania.
What do you like?
Isn't that like Slavic, right? That's a Slavic area?
Yeah.
Slavic region? So they got a lot of tracksuits. Guys squatting in tracksuits, right? Smoking cigarettes?
Yeah. They know how to smoke cigarettes there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they do know that.
Speak a romantic language, though.
They do speak a romantic language, but it's like a Balkan Slavic area, so there's lots of tracksuits and hats that don't fit well.
And a lot of squatting.
A lot of squatting, yes.
Oh, really?
Squatting.
Lots of squatting?
That's
they
what defines
invented the
Slavic.
squatty potty. How could you hate them?
Yes.
Oh, there's a lot of homeless rates up in Romania.
It's all homeless. If you live in Romania and you're not one of the 8 people with a house, then you're homeless.
Shit.
So then, that's like the Florida of Europe or Russia or something like that, yeah?
Kind of, yeah. I would say that's a good comparison.
Wow.
So a guy named Rudolph, he had decided to start Wallachia in the year 1290, which didn't really mean anything for another 40 years, as the Hungarian Empire ruled the land until about 1330.
Dude, so Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer had a big old red rocket.
Yes.
He's like, guess what? A reindeer. From Romania.
Yes,
Blah.
he had a reindeer and a killer administration team. That's when Wallachia actually became the country in 1330. Its first ruler was a dude named Prince Basarab. That was between I'm going to keep saying 19. This is terrible. Between 1330 and 1352.
I understand you're mixing up the dates. It's kind of hard when we have such a magnificent movie about our subject called The Lost Boys, starring Kiefer Sutherland. He is the man. If every day you wake up, you have to go through a Kiefer Sutherland. 24 hours.
It's true.
Don't forget about that dude in the saxophone, right?
Yeah, the
that
dude in the
was
saxophone.
fucking yoked, and he could fucking shred that sax.
It's important. A reeded instrument is definitely a desired trait to be able to work your way around.
So now I'm whenever you say Vlad, I'm gonna think of the dude in the saxophone. Thank you, Dave, for painting a picture.
That's what I do.
I mean, just so everyone who's listening understands, I introduced this podcast as a different podcast because I'm having that kind of day. So excuse my dates a little bit. I will correct them. So anyway, Basarab died, and a few more Basarab family members took the throne for the next few decades, including Prince Mircea the Old, who was Vlad's great-grandfather. Now, he was a dirty old man with a dirty old Romanian dick with many dirty old illegitimate children.
He had a bush the size of, like, who knows, like, that thing was probably massive.
Like a forest.
The blackest, biggest bush ever. Too bad he didn't get an electrolysis thing in the mail.
Yeah.
Can you send it back in time, please, Gavin?
Yeah, I will.
They
I'll
say
send it back to him.
you could see it from Estonia. It was beautiful.
Is he wearing a fishnet shirt? Nope. As Prince Mircea the Old took the throne, the Turkish Empire took him. So basically, he had to pay the Turks their mafia protection money, turning Wallachian people who were proud into slightly less proud and slightly poorer versions of themselves. This is what happens. Back in the 1400s, Turkey was slinging their dick everywhere. Ottomans.
Ottoman
Put your
Empire,
feet
yeah.
up. I'm taking your house, though.
I gotta say though, if I'm gonna pick what do they call when you're like the great? Do you know that?
Depends on where you're from, but Caesar or Emperor.
Alexander.
Like an alias or what do you, like moniker, right?
I don't know. I do have several of those coming up in this script. I should have looked that up. Honorific title. Thank you, Cody, who's coming to us from space.
So an honorific title. If your honorific title is old, like what did you do? Like you're just old.
Well, I think of it as like in World of Warcraft, you get titles, and you can like hit the drop-down menu and select your title, and it just pops up over your name. So it said the old over that dude's head every time he walked around outside the castle or whatever.
That's and don't talk to him unless you're over a certain age.
Yeah, that dude is 63, plays Warcraft, and looks for the 16-year-olds.
I believe it.
Yeah, so one of Prince Mircea the Old's dirty kids, Vlad Dracul, this is our subject's father now, he was sent all over to be educated and work as a page for King Sigismund of Hungary. Now, Sigismund became the Holy Roman Emperor in 1490. He founded the secret order of the Dragon. The Order of the Dragons. More dragons. It's actually just one dragon, excuse me. Here I am fucking it up. Now, the Order of the Dragon was
Whoa. Order of the Dragons. That sounds like some LARPing shit.
Well,
It's actually exactly Game of Thrones.
Or Skyrim.
They're just trying. They're like they take themselves way too fucking seriously, is what it is. Like, oh yeah, I'm the Lord of the fucking Dragons or whatever. Like, really? You gonna fucking talk like that to everybody you meet, you jackass?
Didn't have gamer tags back then.
Oh yeah, Dracul. The only thing I've seen you like shoot out of your mouth is vomit when you drink too much of the Romanian whiskeys. What do they drink there? Vodka.
They drink vodka. Or child's piss or whatever. I don't know. The Order of the Dragon was a secret military force which was designed to defend against and destroy the heretical organization and to shoo away the Turks, because the Turks were all over, as I mentioned. They're trying to get them out of the Balkans. Get the fuck out of here. We're dragon people. Get out of here.
We're white.
Get out of here. Dragons?
Well, they never saw a dragon.
They just like did that to scare people away, kind of. Or like
I mean, would you not?
Yeah.
Would you be the Order of the Corgis?
Hey, you're right.
I saw that video when what's his name met Alex Jones in the same studio, and he shoot him out.
Oh yeah, that's it. Everything has happened before, and everything will happen again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Travis, you know me too well
Yes,
because
Battlestar Galactica.
Yep.
Yes.
she's been trying to show me this forever, but we don't have a functioning DVD player.
No,
we have the box
can't-
set.
We can't play it.
It's on Amazon.
Well, I didn't know that. Thank you, Dave. God damn it, you gotta fucking make me look like shit. Invite you
I
on the
love
podcast.
you, man. I love you. I'm sorry.
How am I gonna explain this to my girlfriend? She just heard that.
Hey, Gabby, I got a Laserdisc player.
Help me flip the disc over.
Don't talk to these men. So Vlad Dracul was allowed to sit at the jock table and was invited to join the Order of the Dragon. Now, during my research, as I do, I had to cross-reference all the secret societies that I'm aware about and make sure that they were not aligned with any psychic vampires that control the world economy and the class system we know today. Organizations such as the Order of the Quest, the Jason Society, the Russianaya, the Knights of Malta, the Freemasons, the Ancient and Mystical Order of the Rosicrucius, the Illuminati, the Brotherhood of the Dragon, the Royal Institute of International Affairs, the Trilateral Commission, the Bilderberg Group, the Skull and Bones, and of course the Order. They were not to be found.
And the TSA.
Right. So we can make fun of the Order of the Dragon all we want. Don't worry. There's no one getting murdered tonight.
Wow.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
Did you? My brain hurts. There's.
I'm very into secret society stuff, but I don't talk about it here because
You don't want to get made fun of?
I don't want to get my dick cut in half and also made fun of.
Dude, well, you're already on the list, man. They read your IP whenever you watch Ancient Aliens. You know the truth,
Dude, Giorgio Theodogopoulos, he knows exactly where you live.
I might have read David Childress's book, Machines of the Gods. I do not want to be ridiculed. I took my beard off. You can make fun of how I look like a stand-in on a British movie.
Tom, Giorgio has a camera in your toilet. He watches you when you poop.
I put it there for him.
It's just him and
You've
his
been
big
indoctrinated!
hair.
I had to help my friend!
I don't know what to do anymore. Anyway, Vlad Dracul was appointed military governor of his hometown, Transylvania, and whatnot. Now, Vladdy Daddy wasn't into the current ruler of Romania, some punk named Alexandru. I don't know how they fucked that up.
Alexandru?
Yeah.
Wow.
Right? It's just like, the name Alexandra. No, it's a U at the end. We put the wrong goddamn vowel, and now you have to say it weird.
I know, it annoys me so much because it's almost the most normal name. Almost. With a U at the end.
Yeah.
I think it's unique.
It's extreme, bro. Have a Mountain Dew, do some kickflips.
Yeah.
Right? Is that
That's all
did I
it's
nail
all
it?
about.
You got it. Yo, dude, let me do a waterfall of Baja Blast, bro.
You gotta do a gainer spin.
Dave, I'm going to fax you a contract to take over Cody's position forever.
All right.
You get it.
You have to install the camera in your toilet for Giorgio, though.
Vlad Dracul's all like, I want that job and I want that chair. Because that was a big, the throne, it's just a chair. That's what he wants. So he got some friends together, stormed the castle, and tossed Alexandru out a fucking window or something. Now he's Prince Vlad II. Vlad the Impaler's father, he's sitting on a throne for a living. Strange.
Dude, that's like being a representative sales clerk for Lazy Boy.
IKEA. It's just a guy who
IKEA.
hangs out. There's one chair in the middle of the IKEA, and that's where he reigns from. He had to put it together himself, though.
Okay, hands out pencils so you can get your own merchandise in the warehouse.
We'll see you at the show, everyone. All right, so let's talk about our little buddy Vlad. So Vladdy Daddy, he married a lady named, how do we say this name? It was Nezhnia? Nezhnia of Moldavia, and the two of them had 3 boys. Mercia the Young, Vlad, and the youngest one was Radu the Handsome.
Dude,
Wow.
so rad!
Yeah.
He's got some fucking shit to grow into, huh? Man.
Yeah.
Imagine being called handsome at like 7, and then you grow up to be like the ugliest dude ever.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right?
Worst.
He was probably born with a backwards hat on.
Yeah, he's rad
Popped
dude.
out. Yeah.
Rad dude.
Kangol hat.
His older brother is named Mercia the Young. So you have an older brother named the Young. That's confusing. Probably looking to call Vlad the Handsome, but they looked at him and were like, all right, we're going to wait for the next one. This kid's got a thing about him.
Why is his eyeball 3 inches higher on his left leg?
Yeah, poor guy.
Doesn't he got some sort of physical malformity or something? Isn't there something wrong with Vlad the Impaler?
No. I mean, I would only assume that his dick may have been too big.
That could be it.
That could be it.
I'm right on the borders, so sometimes, life's hard. And I feel for him. I might turn into an asshole too if it were any bigger.
Yeah. We've all been there, right? Everyone who does this podcast. I mean,
Yeah.
Definitely me.
Well, here I do have fun. So anyway, Vlad was born somewhere between 1438 and 1441 as Vlad Dracula, or Vlad III. Romania was under the rule of a stinky man with a big stinky hat named Sultan Mehmet II. And this was Prince Dracula's boss. So this is Daddy's boss. The Turkish Empire was pretty poppin' those years. And
So, do you think that Daddy's boss came over for Romanian spaghetti sometimes? Like,
well,
Deborah, hook me up with the spaghetti. The boss, Mehmet, is showing up.
well,
He needs to eat spaghetti.
that was a point of contention between these two rulers. You know, Mehmet's the boss. He's like, all right, I'll not invade you if you send me 500 boys and some money. But he was like,
So his spaghetti is boys. That's interesting.
yeah.
Every noodle equals a boy that he needs to dress with sauce. Don't worry, I made it weird.
You did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I feel really bad.
So Vlad Dracul had a few. He had these stipends to pay. It was like a child support to giant babies that were very hairy. And Mehmet liked his slaves. Like I mentioned, you have 500 kids, and he's just like, give me them 500 kids. I got to build an army. And Vlad had like a trick up his sleeve. He was like, well, I don't really feel like giving away my own people because I like the Wallachians. We just made this country. Let's stick together, everyone. So
That's nice.
he would go and capture other people just randomly and then say, yeah, these are all Romanians. But Mehmet would be like, wait a second. These aren't Romanians. These are gypsy folks. They've never even heard of... They don't know anything about the Romanian language, and they've never had beef tripe soup. You're trying to rip me off, buddy.
Is beef tripe soup something I like to eat?
Yeah, Romanians pretty much only eat that.
You never hear the term Romanian food.
Yeah,
Never.
you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Only vampires you hear.
Paprika and vampire. They're one of the they're-
Castles too.
Isn't paprika Hungarian?
Something like
Well,
No.
bats.
I mean we're right next door.
I know.
Yeah.
Might be.
They're good friends. Yeah, but the only two words that we use from Romanian are those two: vampire and paprika.
In that order.
And-
What about Dracula?
And then
Yes.
also, burn through the witches' slay. That's all Romanian.
He looks Romanian.
Yeah, you're
See?
welcome.
What about Romaine?
This is Duolingo.
then?
What's that?
What about Romaine?
Romaine lettuce?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have that. That's California and Mexico.
Very rude.
Very rude. Extremely
Lies.
rude.
Misleading.
That's fake news.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to get to the bottom of this, he's just like, look, I don't want these Egyptian people. They can't take my orders because I learned Romanian. I've hired Romanian generals, and we can't do anything with these dirty gypsies. So to get to the bottom of this, Mehmet was like, all right, guys, Vlad, come on over with your 3 sons. You're gonna come and drink some cocktails and hang out. We're gonna talk. But they weren't real cocktails. They were bitter imprisonment cocktails. You understand?
Like roofied?
Oh, well, they're like, oh, welcome into the Sultan's house. Can I get you some chains?
Oh, it was a trick.
Oh!
Yeah, come have drinks. So we'll meet you here, where all my strong guys with chains are.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, I don't go to people's houses for food just to watch out for that.
Well, also, like, nothing against Russians. I don't really know any Russians. But I'd imagine if a Russian asked you, hey, hello, would you like to come over for a drink? We have good time. Come to
vodka.
my house. We have vodka. It's down alley number 2. Come over here. We have a good time.
Oh, God.
Like, I'm not going to go there because I might just get bamboozled by some Egyptians.
I would go.
Yeah, Travis, I mean, they are used to handling bears. So,
Yeah, not cats like the Egyptians.
So if you walk down that alley, you're going to get fucking strung up and put on a unicycle.
Hey, you don't know if I haven't handled bears before.
Have you?
You are the bear in this situation.
Hey,
Well,
We got Mehmet. He captures the 4 of them, and he's just like, all right, I need you to swear your allegiance to me. So in order to do that, Vladdy Daddy is like, I will swear that allegiance, but I will give you my 2 sons. Vlad the Third, who was in his teens at this time, and the handsome one, who we honestly don't know how handsome he was because everyone was painted the same back then. Like, realistically, it was like, oh, that's a mustache man or not. We don't know what he looked like. Anyway,
He probably had an underbite.
Habsburg.
I was saying if I had a painter paint me and it looked ugly, I'd fire him.
Or, I mean, depending on how long you've been really powerful and bored, you might kill him. So
Yeah, right. I have power. I have more spoons than the average person. So you're dead. You don't even have a spoon. You use your hands.
The point is, you don't bring them. You're going over for dinner. You expect to use that person's spoon. You now are the fuck. Okay.
Wait, you're like those people that bring reusable utensils around?
God,
I
fuck
keep it in
those
my
people.
back pocket, my
Mike,
spoon.
you remember when we stayed in San Francisco and everyone had reusable silverware and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, you gotta pay extra for that. San Francisco's terrible. Vlad and Radu, they lived in the Sultan's palace, and it was basically their new forcefully adopted stepdad. Because it's not like they were treated like prisoners. They just had to wash rocks all day and look at stained glass windows and have sex with filthy Turkish prostitutes.
that sounds amazing.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Vlad got really mad about this shit. I mean, we'll see later, but it was fine. They were also...
Wait, you want to put that hookah pipe where? All right, I'm into it.
Now, they were also formally trained in science and war, and Radu, the handsome, was somewhat of a beta. He actually got into all this shit that his new daddy, Mehmet, was into.
Oh, so he's like sucking the fake daddy's dick.
Yeah,
so
dude.
because fake daddy's got power. I see.
Yeah, he was into it.
Total beta.
The only way I could describe him, I mean, if the Sultan was a woman, it would be a simp. Vlad, on the other hand, absolutely hated his new dad. He wanted his old Vladdy daddy back. He felt alone. Ooh. And finally, a few years later, in 1448, when Vlad was about 17 years old, he and his brother were released. Now, this sounds like good news, but it was actually terrible news, as his dad had been assassinated, and his older brother, Mercia, had been tortured, blinded with red-hot irons, and buried alive.
Oh, my God.
Jesus. Is this fake daddy or real daddy?
That's real daddy.
Oh, no.
And now, in Romania, the throne is taken over by a group called the Hunyadi. And the new guy sitting on the throne was a guy named Vladislav Hunyadi, and he was a dick. So now Vlad is like, oh, shit, I'm getting let out of prison because everything bad happened.
Oh,
my goodness.
Shit hit the fan, so you get the boot.
Yes.
Wait, so him and his brother are hanging out with Turkish dad, and then his brother gets picked up and prodded with iron pokers?
No, his older brother.
Red hot iron pokers?
Sister.
His sister does.
No, his brother.
Wait, his older brother, right? The handsome dude?
Yeah,
the
handsome dude's the younger one. Handsome is young.
Oh, okay.
He had two brothers.
Yeah, he's got two brothers. And yeah, the older one was the young. It's very confusing. Anyone who's listening to this and doesn't understand what the fuck I'm talking about, you need to pay attention. This is basically the first record we have of Vlad's early life, because people didn't have Post-it notes and Google Docs back then.
I'd be like, fuck, my dad got assassinated, my brother got tortured to death. He'd be angry.
Yeah, exactly. So the first thing we have on record about this guy is that he finds out that his dad is dead, and that his brother has been prodded by several hot rods and been put in the ground.
Ooh.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Well, let's murder a bunch of people.
Yeah, revenge. Some shit.
Yeah.
Probably, right?
Kind of gets us going. I mean, he thinks life is very cheap at this point because he's been used basically as a bargaining chip by his own father in his young years. He's got a very shitty outlook. He's a real bummer to be around.
Fucking emo.
Yeah.
Negative Nancy.
His time with the Turks made him very suspicious and very, very distrustful. He was not into, like anyone tried to get close to him, he's just like, no, fuck off. You're going to want to steal my toenails or some shit. His appreciation for warfare grew, especially that of the psychological kind. He liked to manipulate and shit.
Well, I mean, you got power, right? He's got power somehow, right?
Yeah. Well, he's got enough people to play on his team to make him get power, which is basically power, you know?
So he's like king of the drama club. He's like dark, brooding, probably has some family issues because, you're in drama.
Yeah.
And he's going to overthrow the student government. What was that, student council? Yep, he's coming for him.
Yeah. They threw me in the locker too many times. That's my platform. Get me out of the locker.
Get me out of the locker, yes. Fucking balloons and confetti coming out of the breathing holes that they put there for all the nerds. Anyway, on top of that, he had this thing for petty revenge. He was all about his revenge. He was like the road rage guy, except he wanted to escalate it. So if you cut him off, he would cut your cock off. That was his thing. And because he was royalty, he was able to get away with it. So,
wait, he actually cut dicks off.
well, he cut a lot of things off.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Okay.
The couple things I've read about this guy, he is fucking. He's a horrible person. And you guys are jumping the gun. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Stick
right?
with Tom here. He knows what he's doing.
All right, I don't know. He's talking about cutting dicks up. I'm like, I gotta learn about dicks. This show about learning about dicks. We started off where's Elon Musk dick is in outer space. So I need to learn about dicks.
Travis,
Tom, tell me about dicks.
Patience, come on.
Please.
Travis,
Dude,
more
I'm so
patient.
excited. I got excited sometimes. I get worked up.
you got excited
hear about-
because you were lying? Because you
not
love
lying.
researching dicks. I know it. You love it. Anyway,
All right, so all the dicks are on the body still. All right.
we're going back into Vlad. So he wanted to claim the old throne back from the Hunati and avenge his brother and father. He was like, oh, I like a revenge and shit, and I drink Monster Energy drink too much. So he got some buddies together, and they went to the capital city, which is Targovisti, and stormed the Wallachian throne, and he succeeded and stood around for 2 months talking about boogers and shit and where the ladies were. But then, like, the Hunyadi, who were kind of taken off guard, just went back in there and took the throne back. So he was only there for a couple months, and they were like, no, it's done. You didn't have anything. He didn't do any policy. He was just kind of holding it there.
Jeez, he's lucky he didn't get killed, I guess, huh? Fuck.
He didn't have that many friends going into it. It was only about 500 friends. I mean, bigger than the
500.
average funeral or whatever, but, you know,
500
still.
friends? It's a lot of fucking friends. What do you
Well, to
mean?
storm a castle,
Yeah, you're right.
you need more
Still
friends.
a lot of people.
I mean, it used to take thousands
Yeah, true.
to do that.
I mean, I think we could do it. I think collectively right now we could do it easy.
Yeah.
I'll give it to
The five of us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just show up, you got like a ladder. You're like, hey guys, what's going on? Okay, you got a problem in there, and then you climb up the ladder and stab.
We would have to do like an Ocean's 5 kind of approach. Like
Yeah.
the five
Yeah.
of us doing
Well, but
stuff.
here's the twist. We're coming back in time, so we'll bring assault rifles.
Oh.
It'll just be fucking easy pickings.
Yeah, right.
And then the first episode of Ancient Alien starts.
Assault rifles and hair removal devices.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, we'll make a killing.
And guess what? I'm George Clooney. You guys could be the other ones. I'm George Clooney.
Maybe Brad Pitt. Is he in that movie? I don't know.
I don't know.
He's
I never watched it.
It
I'll be
doesn't
honest.
matter.
I
I think it's the
never
Rat
seen it
Pack with
Dude.
James Rat.
Okay, I'll be him. Is he a bad person?
He was terrible.
Oh, fuck, never mind.
So, like I said, we got the Vladislav Hunyadi guy. He comes back and he's just like, all right, fun little game here, Vlad, but you're going to Moldova. I'm going to exile you there, and you're going to think about what you did.
Moldova?
Yeah.
So that's another word I've heard. Where's
I-
that? Somewhere up there? Like,
Yeah, it's one of those countries. I may have said Moldova. It might be Moldovia, but it doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't. But
So I was just watching a show, and apparently they went to Moldova, and apparently Moldova, the biggest thing. Do you remember that meme a long time ago? The sax man, sexy sax man, and he went like,
yeah.
"Dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun,
yeah,
dun,
you jump up
dun,
on the
dun,
tables
dun."
all the time.
Yeah, that guy was the Eurovision winner in Moldova. There you go, bringing it back around. And then in Lost Boys, they like glorified what he's supposed to
Right.
look like.
That's right.
There we go.
Bam.
So Vlad's like, okay, I'm gonna go to Moldova now, and I have a cousin who's a prince there, so it's not even a problem. So he chilled with his cousin Prince Stephen until October 1451, when he decided to make a perfectly timed appearance in Transylvania. You see, Vladislav had decided to align himself with the Turks again. He was like, oh, go fucking get in that hair. And the Hunyadi family turned his back on them because they were less than pleased about that. They were more for the Romanian, Wallachian people, whatever you want to call it. In fact, they thought he was a much bigger dick than before, so they started to look for a replacement. They were like, okay, we need a real fucking Romanian guy. And Vlad shows up, and he's just like, it's me.
Oh, he's their token.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's like, blah, blah, it's me. Ah, blah.
Token vampire.
Yeah. As I'm assuming, did they have a president? Do they have a prime minister. I don't know.
No,
King probably.
Emperor.
These are old
An
political
emperor?
systems.
No, this
that's
is like fiefdom.
No, but I'm saying
Yeah.
I'm saying nowadays in Romania, whatever they have, emperor, prime minister, dictator, he probably has to address the nation with blah.
Blah, blah.
Blah! How is my country doing?
They have
Beautiful.
a bat as
Blah.
a prime minister.
Yeah. It's a fruit bat. It eats dates.
Yeah,
Blah.
some
Sick.
dumb shit with goat cheese in it. Vlad teamed up with the Hunyatis, and he led them into all kinds of campaigns against these Turkish people. And Vlad was he was a good military leader. We gotta give it to him. You look into his history. He knew how to fuck people up. So what I'm trying to get at is that it's nice that Armenia has one friend. Someone's got to do something about these Turkish folks. In 1456, the Hunyatis decided to get Vlad officially onto the throne, and they slayed Vladislav in a coup. So now this is technically Vlad's second role. Even though the first one was kind of like, Lazy Boy versus
Doing
Tommy
shit.
Bahama chair. Yeah. He's got the Lazy Boy now.
What's a Tommy Bahama chair? Tell me.
Oh, it's one of those chairs that you put out on the beach, but if it blows over the wrong way, it falls into a million pieces.
Okay.
They're very good
It's
for
a-
being on the beach, but that's about it.
It's something you would sit on after you've gorged yourself at cheeseburgers at Jimmy Buffett's Cheeseburger in Paradise.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Jimmy Buffett reference.
Yeah, dog. Cheeseburger in Paradise.
right. So Vlad's first move in his new position as chairman was to get real scary and mean. He knew that others were planning to make attempts at the throne, so he beefed up his castle by giving some watchtowers and some huge heavy doors and some fat public safety officers some jobs to hang out. He adopted one technique that the Turkish had shown him. It was quite the technique that we best know him by. It's an intimidation factor, and it works very well.
It's in the name, right? Is that where we're going?
We're going with impalement, yes.
Is this? Yeah. We did it.
Yeah.
Roll credits.
Da, 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 da,
Shish
da.
Kebab boy.
See, he did it. He did it wrong, though. I'm just gonna say, impalement through the anus, not so nice. Sounding through the urethra, very nice.
Oof.
How did you somehow become worse than the guy we're talking about in one sentence?
Jesus.
Well, you know
Christ,
what? Imagine
Travis.
a bunch of people just sounded in a field like, all right, this kind of hurts, and they're just walking around.
My ass hurts now, Travis.
Now, impalement is putting a person on a stick, and not in the funny Pinocchio way. There was skill needed. It's an art form. He could run circles around Etsy bracelet weavers any day. He had this meticulous approach to impaling every single one of his victims. It wasn't just, let's get you in there.
Oh no.
It was it's quite the approach, so I'll tell you how. If you're
So he learned this. He learned this from the Turkish.
yeah, he learned this from the Turkish. They did it as a sport every now and then.
Oh, sport?
Or hobbyists. They were hobbyists. Vlad made it a profession.
He went. Vlad took it pro.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
There's that weird guy that's really into RC cars. They also like impaling people in their backyard.
Listener warning, if you are currently eating and considering bulimia, continue listening. Now, Vlad would lay down a victim on a table or the floor and tie ropes to the end of his or her legs. I'm trying to be inclusive here.
I like
that's-
where you're going.
yeah,
with this.
progressive.
I like that. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's sweet.
At the end of the ropes would be two horses. And right down there between that sweet spot would be a sharpened stake between 6 to 8 feet tall, about 6 inches wide, and usually carved and decorated meticulously.
Yeah, that's terrible.
You gotta bedazzle whatever you're doing. If you want to be,
Yeah, right? You gotta
if
stand
you want to
out.
be a good ruler, right, you need to bedazzle.
Yeah, Delia. That's where Delia's got their first contract. They just bedazzled their jeans. No, they didn't bedazzle jeans. They bedazzled these
Sticks for anuses, yes.
Yeah.
Anus sticks.
That's where America's going downhill. Like, we need our fighter jets to be bedazzled.
Bedazzled. What?
Yeah.
Anal sticks.
Yeah.
Bedanus.
So on
Bedana.
our show, that would be an episode title.
We'll go for it.
The bedanas.
So the notoriety of the individual in for a sticking would determine the length of the stake. The stake was gradually forced up the torso. The end of it was usually oiled, and he made sure that the stake was not too sharp.
Nice.
Otherwise, the victim would be too overwhelmed and would die of shock. We don't want that.
Kind of like round.
You need to.
Yeah.
You need to KY it up. You can't just stick it right in there. You gotta
Coconut
work
oil,
it
man.
in.
It's so unpleasant.
Coconut oil. Great.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, if you just use the palm trees, it came pre-oiled.
Well, I mean, you're in the Middle East. Come on, they're everywhere, right?
Yeah, right? How did they build the pyramids? Okay, we'll talk about that later. The steak normally started to work its way up through the butt and eventually came out the mouth. Sometimes, if he had a rookie assistant, the steak would come out the chest area. The steak was then taken and hoisted upright at the perimeter of the castle or the town to scare off invaders.
And they're alive the whole time, right? They're like,
Well, as long as you can survive, I'd imagine.
Yeah, this horrifying sight kept people out of the city, and the people who weren't scared by the dead people were scared away by the flailing of the living people that were there for about 3 or 4 days. Just kind of, I did it.
yeah, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
I imagine you'd only flail for so long, and then you'd just be like, "Oh, I guess this is me now."
Hey, you flail on 10 for 3 or 4 days straight. Just
Like a wacky inflatable tube man.
Yeah, dude.
He had them
here's
posted at all the gas stations in Wallachia.
Yeah.
only
So
$2.99.
Here's my 2 cents on. You said Vlad the Impaler. That's what I heard the other day when I was asked to be on the episode, and I didn't bother researching too much. I know a little bit, enough to be conversational about it. But I did, for some reason, a couple of years ago, go down a rabbit hole and looked up a whole bunch of old diagrams, hand-drawn diagrams on how to impale people. And there's hundreds of different fucking techniques, dude. It's fucking disturbing.
Whoa.
Yeah, like a giant stone pyramid.
Oh.
And instead of using horses or whatever, they had like a pulley system and ropes and shit or whatever, and they would keep you alive for as long as possible. And they're just pulling your body down along this giant stone pyramid that's like 6 feet tall. Yeah.
There's a few clubs in Portland that are like that today.
Oh, I'm sure.
They exist. They still exist. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a fun club, though. That's when fun stuff happens, probably.
Hey, man, I don't judge. Whatever it takes to get you off,
We had a fan that posted on our Facebook that mentioned that the human asshole can stretch to, I think, 7 or 8 inches.
Yeah, something like that. The meme I saw was you can fit 2 raccoons in it.
That's exactly what 2 raccoons. Which I'm like, hey, guess what? Miko was my favorite character, and I had a stuffed animal, but I have no clue. About that. I don't know.
Is your persona a raccoon?
yes, I'll answer for him.
No, well, I was going to say it was a
I have a question
shrimp,
for
but-
the human anatomy. Why don't we give birth out of our anuses?
Because we don't do enough anal.
Because you don't have a cloaca. I don't know.
That's a
You
good
don't
question
bust-
for God.
Yeah,
You don't
God,
bust enough in the
you're
asshole.
hearing this podcast right now. I know you are.
Unfortunately, he has been listening, and I'm going to deal with it.
Ladies, it's just indecent. Start storing your eggs in your rectum.
Please.
Try it.
Yeah.
Do humanity a favor.
This wasn't just an intimidation factor. This was a point of decor for our gentleman. He was fabulous. He had a whole courtyard of cadavers. A forest writhing with bodies.
Aesthetic, bro. His aesthetic was fucking gross.
Stick-static.
I'm picturing like someone gaping and then like the Windows 95 logo and like some dolphins jumping and like maybe a few marble statues.
Right, but instead of dolphins and toasters, it's just dead bodies. And they're actually real. They're not on your screen.
So, like, he would do this to, like, anyone that, like, just felt like broke a crime or something like that, or, like, prisoners and shit like that?
You should know this, Mike. You should talk into the mic. You know this
Sorry.
rule already. I've
Sorry.
told
What's
you.
your name, for fuck's sake?
But he was just doing this to, like, anyone that just fucked up.
Anyone who he didn't
Just
like,
didn't
you know,
oh,
if you,
jeez.
if you were rude to him, if he thought he didn't like the way your face was,
Probably, like, what if you wanted to what if you wanted to fuck your wife? You think he'd ask, or think he'd just kill you?
well, he'd probably he would probably kill you, and then also kill the wife because
Afterwards.
impure thoughts.
Celibate?
I
guys
asked
into
my
that. We're gonna
eggs
talk about that in a
done
bit.
over well.
Yeah, so imagine this. You're in a courtyard, and he invites you over to dinner, and instead of trees and things, it was just a bunch of bodies. He did this all the time. He would invite people over for bento boxes, and there were just flakes of skin just falling into it.
Like, dude, you got issues, man.
Oh.
I had a bento box today.
I hope it was free of any human screaming or skin flakes or the rotting stench of human bodies.
Well, I did. I just recently did a foot peel, so if you want to add some of my foot shavings into your bento box,
You're
you
very-
get the real authentic Vlad the Impaler.
Katsu Travis toe.
You think they placed bets on which one was going to die first on the polls and shit like that?
They
I'm
very
sure.
well could have. But also, they were trying not to die themselves, so keep a straight face, make it happen. So there was even one nobleman who took dinner with Vlad one evening, and he wrinkled his nose, probably because of the stench of death. And Vlad saw that as a sign of disloyalty and had an extra long steak made for this guy and just threw him right in front of the castle. It's just like, oh, that's a nobleman, suck it. I'll do it to you too, you bitch.
Oh, fuck.
Damn.
Yeah, just for wrinkling his nose. I mean, I'm Jewish. I'm not allowed to wrinkle my nose. It got circumcised. But I can imagine it's
Skin to wrinkle your
involuntary.
nose.
I don't have the skin for that.
I miss my foreskin. Fuck.
So there's now like rumors about that he's drinking blood, but that probably didn't happen. It's likely that was just a myth
maybe.
perpetrated by his enemies. You know, they're like, oh, he's terrible. He's drinking blood.
I mean, Tom, he's putting people through fucking polls. I wouldn't be surprised if he's drinking blood or some shit.
Yeah, it's very believable, but also
He probably tasted it. You know what I mean? He's
Let me
probably
try this out.
he's not gonna be like, if you're impaling people in the blood and it's also blood and poop because it's going through the butthole.
Hey, he's a
Like you
sicko.
probably gave it a taste.
I was into this until the poop.
Well, you gotta think. Where's that poll going?
No, I know it. You gotta oh shit! I'm getting impaled tomorrow. I better not eat.
I don't want to
I'm
look
gonna do an
stupid.
enema.
Yeah,
I'm
gotta
gonna
do the
enema.
bleaching. The bleaching.
It's like a girl before her anal scene.
No eating breakfast that morning. Only orange juice.
Johnny
Meth.
Sims is showing up. Oh my God.
Johnny Sins, is he calling? Is he calling into the show? Anyway,
Their
like
Instagram photos. It was their impalement.
oh yeah,
They
Well-
gotta look their best.
he's the current impaler.
Yes.
So this is like this big rumor, you know, that he's drinking blood. And Travis, you're right. He probably did get a little blood on him. And was like, and he liked to eat next to these bodies. But the whole rumor started the Bram Stoker Dracula thing. Between the name and a rumor, that's all we got. Just like astrology, misinformation is king.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Even though this was Vlad's best-known technique of killing people, he was no one-hit wonder. Stairway to Heaven, Led Zeppelin's most famous song, but come on, the Immigrant Song has been licensed way more times.
Sure. Wow, that's a really good point, man.
Yeah.
Can
Vlad,
we talk about the black folks that Led Zeppelin ripped off, though? Like, let's do that.
I don't know. We're not
happened a
political.
lot.
Black Lives Matter, but we are just doing our thing right now. This is,
Well,
I don't
also-
want to. I would not want to associate a civil movement with people getting destroyed. 600 years ago.
Yeah, about so.
Ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, also Robert Plant has planted his seed in many anuses, so that's similar to our man Vlad the Impaler. He's at Hot Topic. He works there, and he is like, "Hey,
polish.
guess what? I have an exclusive misprint of the Rick and Morty shirt that you always wanted. It's gonna be worth more than your TY Beanie Babies. So come in the back. I'm gonna show you a new hole for pleasure."
Yeah, and yes, for the record, Dave, you're absolutely right. They ripped the shit off of many black artists and all that, but I'm just like thinking about being Romanian and like watching those porn stars getting stuffed the way they do, and it's like they're still into
Romanian
this.
fake taxi.
Yeah,
Sorry, Dave. We're really into our male porn stars on this show. I think we're all heterosexual. I'm questioning, but
My favorite
So
song.
that's fine by me. That's a funny shtick. I'm into it. And if I were on the show, I'd probably pick one too. But we're just really into each other. we try to make each other feel uncomfortable about, as best as we can. I appreciate you guys. This is fun. Thanks for having me.
Hey, man, thank you for being here.
And by the end of the show, you'll know your favorite male porn star.
Yeah.
It's Johnny Sins.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. It should be him.
Is he a listener or is he just?
I hope so.
I hope so.
He's a hero.
Look, Mike is a young man. Mike is a young man, and he needs a hero. He needs a role model in his life.
Wait, is this Mike behind you there? Is that who you're talking about? What's going on?
Oh, this mic here.
This
Yeah.
Mike.
Are you a porn star, bro?
I wish.
You should
See,
be, because I want to watch.
I'm gonna start an OnlyFans soon. I've been working on it. I've been trying to get the
All
lighting
right.
right in my room.
You gonna be doing push-ups on a flashlight?
So now back to more brutal murders.
Yeah, no, we got to keep moving along. I'm sorry, guys. This script is insane.
Enough about brutally murdering anuses. We get it.
Usually,
We're
my scripts, I use a bigger font, and the English isn't as good. But Gabby helped me, and she made something respectable, so it's hard for me to read. she used like proper grammar and shit. Like, I don't do that. I make bullet points.
What is this? A
I used
semicolon?
way too many commas, guys.
I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Anyway, one of Vlad's other sick moves he did, he had a large pot made, and he'd put people into their necks and trap them with a plank with a hole in it, just for the head, so he could, hear them scream as they were coming out. And he'd create this little fire, and slowly they'd boil, and he would sit there drinking a torture-ass cocktail, listening to the victim scream, "Bloody lobster."
Oh.
Ooh.
Damn. But why? Put fear in people?
Sick
Shit,
man,
fuck,
sick man.
Damn. I'm bored.
That's power,
I mean,
man.
That kind of not to derail it, but like that kind of reminds me of the Greek, the Golden Bull. Have you heard of that one?
Oh yeah,
Where they put you in there and they boil you in the bowl, and your screams sound like moods.
Oh,
like
really?
like a kiln,
Yeah.
a gold kiln
Oh,
that they burn
people-
a fire under.
People just like making human soup, which is best served on a convex
Shut
surface.
up. Shut up.
All right,
Mike-
you keep going, Tom.
Mike, you remember what convex is. We'll get back into
Yeah,
it
I
later.
was just thinking about that soup. It's probably really good.
All right, Cody is so mad right now. Anyway, so with these exciting new and improved torture techniques he had, he enacted his revenge against the Boyers. God, fuck Boyers. That he had held responsible for the death of his father and his brother. Now, in Easter 1457, he invited all the Boyers to the castle for a few coarse banquets and some smoked sausages or something.
And Easter egg hunting.
Yeah. Now, during
Down with the banquet.
during the event in the Great Hall, he starts doing the conversation bit, asking some of the younger boyers, like, hey guys, how many princes have you ruled under? You're pretty young. You're in your mid-30s or whatever. You're a boyer. He was setting them up. He knew exactly what he was getting into.
Tom, you're missing a syllable.
What? Boyardees? Okay, thank you. So these boyers are like, oh yeah, it's been, we've been around 6-7 princes. And Vlad flew into a rage and throwing grapes and pieces of a 6-foot Italian sub all over the banquet hall, yelling about loyalty and honor like some kind of fucking juiced up fedora. And he's like, oh shit, you boyers suck, and I'm going to get you impaled. So he
Get the horses already.
collected 500 people, all the boyers and their wives, and they had them all stuck up. And you know what? To be honest,
Imagine going to Jimmy John's and you just want that hunter club, right? And you just want to have a good time with your family at this great establishment. And they put you out back and they put you on a pole.
How many people did you just say got sticks up their asses?
500, one go.
Where do you put that?
So I'm gonna go on a limb here and say that Vlad wasn't a hands-on kind of impaler.
No,
He had to have had people, right?
he inspected the polls before. He knew what he was going to do. I mean, I'm sure he had 600 ready,
Yeah, but he's like, ew, I don't want to do it, but I want to see
just
it.
watch from behind.
Yeah, he definitely, he got. I mean,
Behind the scenes.
You're right. How you can't just do that. It's not 500 people versus one guy. Like, all right, line up now.
Do you think that Mark Cuban ever threw a basketball? He owns basketball teams.
That's a great
I know
point.
who Mark Cuban is. I just
Probably Travis.
Travis has called him Mark Rubin several times because he mixes up his sandwiches.
Yeah, do you hey, so quick question, serious question. Do you think Romania has Arby's? Do you think that you can get one of those new Euros from Arby's that are so fucking delicious, you guys? Have you ever had a Euro from Arby's?
No, I'm intrigued,
though. I haven't. Actually. I've seen the commercials. We don't have a lot of Arby's out here on Long Island.
Dude,
malls here.
Arby's. Fantastic. Hicksville Mall, you got to go out there. Broadway Mall. That's where the Arby's is.
Mike, you want to go to Broadway Mall as soon as the government lets us?
Yeah, I'm down. Let's go to Arby's. I like the curly fries.
You guys have a mall still?
Yeah.
We
I think so.
Long Island is one big mall.
Oh my God! It's just porta potties. So anyway, he impales 500 people. They're like, "Oh no, not our asses." And none of the citizens really gave a shit because they were just living off their taxes. They're like, yeah, fine, fuck those people. And the few remaining boyers were like, all right, we're going to keep our mouths shut. We're never going to say anything bad about Vlad because, like mass. So
and they started a ravioli empire about 600 years later.
That's fucked up. I was going to make that joke 3 seconds later.
Beat ya.
Travis, congratulations. You finally beat someone to a joke.
And it was funny.
It was a good one. So as I mentioned before, he was a very suspicious man. In 1460, he got suspicious when, let's see, his troops found out that there was some opposition in a town called Amlis, which doesn't exist today, and I'll tell you why. He was like, oh, I got opposition over in Amlis? So he rode over to Amlis and was like, I'm not asking questions. I just heard a rumor. I'm going to murder all of you. So,
oh no,
30,000 people cut to shreds. The entire place was burnt down. It is currently not on the map today.
Really?
To shreds, you say?
To shreds. Cut vertically like spagat.
How did you, so that's labor intensive, killing 30,000 people in the 1400s. Like that's a lot of hacking and slashing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, you'd imagine there's a guy who goes to work, right? And he's just like, oh, what are you doing today? I don't know. I'm part of the fucking soldier union. Oh, I got to fucking hack like 100 bodies. God damn it.
Gotta kill a bunch of innocent people. That sucks.
Did they have unions back then? Did Marx even write his book? No, of course he hadn't.
No, there was no unions. There was no unions. But you know what I mean? A regular guy going to work like, I got to do fucking 200 fucking shred. I gotta shred these guys thicker than a fucking Chipotle barbacoa. And I don't know. I'm just fucking so tired. They're paying me $2 minimum wage in Romania.
Guys, speaking of Chipotle and minimum wage, there's no Arby's in Romania. I can confirm.
That's
you just looked it up? Thank you.
You know what?
And you know the reason why? Because they got sick of shredding their beef.
Yeah.
From this one town.
By hand.
That's exactly the reason.
There was one in Amlis, but it's not there anymore.
And there was an In-N-Out, and there was all these other places you get great
Taco
food.
Bell, McDonald's, Burger King.
I'm hungry now.
The Buca de Beppo.
So Romania's capital, Targo Vista, was starting to look more and more like San Francisco. Terrible.
Oh.
There were homeless people all over the place, arson and murder was going unchecked, and Vlad, being the progressive type he was, decided that he had enough of that. Targo Vista was supposed to be beautiful, not shitty like San Francisco. So, as an amazing act of charity, he invited all the homeless population to partake in a glorious feast in the castle hall.
Tom!
What?
San Francisco has that wiggly road, so don't worry, it's great.
Well, just get the
I've
homeless
seen that
off
in the
it.
movie a couple of times.
Yeah, it's got the
important.
movies.
You think there's homeless people on that road?
No, they don't allow it. They did whatever Tom's going to say.
Yeah, well, here's what I was about to say. The guests were invited in, open arms. They dined and drank, made merry, and after many hours of getting full and shitty, the prince made an appearance and was all like, hey guys, what's going on? You got enough tripe and shit? Can I get you anything else? And they were all like, nah, dude, we're all good, man. Thanks for killing those boyers, and thanks for all these foreign fruits. And Vlad was like, okay, and left the room and instructed the castle guards to lock everyone in that hall and set it on fire. And that's how you
Jesus.
deal with a homeless problem.
Wow. At least he fed them before.
I love your politics, Tom.
I'm into what works.
Hey, slavery. Just get shit done, right?
I don't choose sides. I just want things to be nice.
Dude, I just that's what I do with all my mental problems. I lock them in the room and burn it.
It's pragmatic.
Yeah.
No one will insure you anymore. Now he made punishment for most of his crimes impalement, as you guys could guess. I mean, he was Vlad the Impaler. Everyone's like, all right, he's not Vlad the $50 ticketer. He's Vlad the Impaler. So, did you steal from your neighbor? You impaled.
Oh, God.
Did you have sex with your best friend's wife? Impaled. Going 36 and a 30, impaled. You get it.
Dude,
so he gets
history joke, history hard on. Hammurabi is like fucking rock hard right now. He's like, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Nah, you getting impaled, dog.
Well, I bet everyone's following.
And he's just like, oh, so firm.
Yeah. What was that, Mike?
Well, I bet everyone's following the rules because you don't want to get impaled.
Oh, that's exactly what happened, Mike. This is I'm gonna tell you something about rules.
That's so basically right now. Vlad is tweeting "Law and Order" in all caps.
Yeah.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah. He is. Fuck. And like loud too. Like probably louder than Twitter.
Yeah. You think some people have a platform on Twitter? Nah. But he also got creative with the punishments. It wasn't always impalement. For example, some Turkish royalty came by the castle to be like, hey, Vlad, where's our money? And give us grapes. And his one rule in the castle was, okay, you can come in, I'll give you shit, but you got to take off your dumb fucking hat. And they were like, no. We're Turkish.
Whoa.
We don't take off our fucking turbans, okay? He kept saying hat.
Dude.
It was very racist of him.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's like making a Muslim girl take off her burqa, right?
You can't do that.
I know. I'm saying.
Yeah.
Dude, if I was king, doesn't matter if you're a male or female, you're taking your pants off when you're entering my throne room.
The
And
throne room.
Yeah.
Is there a hole in the wall by chance?
yeah. Actually, that's how we do the meeting, right? There's no the usual throne room. There's like chair at the end of the long hallway. It's just a wall with a hole.
Right, there's steps up to it's one red carpet with the gold lining leading up 4 steps to this stall.
What is your problem, my child?
What is that?
You're my.
Is that a dead chipmunk baby in a hole? What is that? I have to get closer.
That's a raccoon baby, dude. They're blind for 8 weeks of their life.
These Turkish guys are like, don't tread on me, whatever, I'll wear my hat wherever I want to go. So he plays this cool
snake.
Yeah. Dude, they got snakes. So he's like, all right, cool, come on in. It's all good. I changed my mind. I'm not going to be an asshole. Yeah, I'm an asshole. He nails the fucking turbans to their heads.
Oh!
I wonder how many survived.
Yeah, right.
My guess is none. But it's just mini impalement, if you think about it.
Ooh.
True. Yeah, it's just from a different direction.
Really
and you're creating your own anus in the head.
Yeah.
See, that's
very
another
true.
episode title. I'm writing that down.
Do you
Dude,
think he
please write
just
these.
went around the dinner table while everyone was eating and just had the waiters hammer a nail on their heads?
Well, he had a nail gun. I mean,
They're
he's
like,
at least
whoa,
civil.
whoa.
He just John Henry down there, and we're just like, they better not make a machine that does this while I'm alive.
That's what I think they should implement that idea. They should implement that idea in the MLB, but with cups.
What, nail it to your fucking
Nail it to your
body?
junk?
Yeah.
Then what's the point? Just take the junk off.
Yeah.
Travis, you're a little fucked up, huh?
Dude, I'm always fucked up. In my brain, I'm insane in the membrane as...
So as you can guess, the unchecked murders and arsons of the capital city came to a stop. The crime rate became non-existent. To test his new and improved crime rate, he placed a gold cup in the middle of a public square. The rule is that anyone could use the cup and drink out of it or hang out with it or take pictures, but no one was allowed to take it from the spot. And sure as shit, that cup remained there for the rest of his reign.
Wait, take pictures, you said?
Well, I mean,
Sure. Yeah.
You know how I write scripts, Mike, terribly.
Hey, this isn't a period piece, dude. Get with it. Like, think about the guys. He's rolling by that gold cup and he's on that big brick cell phone. He's like, you're never gonna believe where I'm calling you from.
Yeah. It's the typical YouTube. Hey, guys, I'm here. Like, subscribe, smash that bell. There's a cup over here.
So
Can you please... like
That's
me.
gotta be like, that must have been incredible. Was that for real? For real?
Oh yeah,
Like, how many years?
7 years.
Okay, when I'm emperor of the world, fuck, it's over, you guys. Like, conform or die. Because I'm gonna create the fucking. If you get passed on the right on the freeway, fucking hung to the wall.
Oh my god, yes.
Dude,
Yes, I am
absolutely.
all on board. My jack boots are on.
See, like, there are statues in Romania today that still praise this man because most of the people he impaled were shitty politicians and
Okay.
Turkish buttholes that were trying to fuck the area up. So
Okay.
he was,
Man of the people, I guess.
let's put it this way, he was no Hitler. His Nazi party really liked him.
And on top of it, I mean, okay, so now I'm trying to gain a little bit of, like, I don't know, I'm trying to empathize here. Did he maybe kill only bad people? Because there's lots of bad people.
Yeah, there were a lot of bad people, and I'm sure to him he saw it that way.
Well, that makes sense. All right, I'm on his side.
Yeah.
All right.
I can't not
Vlad
be.
Tepes was a good guy. Changed my mind.
Yeah. That's why it's so hard to roast these historical figures, you know? Context.
Did he destroy a
right.
village because of rumors too?
Tom, as you keep moving on, talking about
Yes.
impaling men, women, and children.
Right,
Before
right.
you start doing that, so we're talking about Romanians, right?
Right.
And the Romani, that's like the gypsies.
Yes.
Is he gypsy? Like,
No.
what are the gyp? I know we talked about the gypsies there, but people thought they were from Egypt.
Yeah, they
That's
were.
how that word
Well-
came from. Well, they weren't, but they look weird. They must be from Egypt.
Well, they're just transients. Like heritage-wise, they're from the Balkans, but they're not really Romanians. They're called Roma gypsies.
Yeah.
But they're just people who walk around and steal umbrellas.
Yeah.
They don't have.
Yeah.
And haggle you.
Yeah.
If you're in retail, they haggle you.
Exactly.
Like, I work at a Target, and I'm like, that's the price, dude. Don't haggle me, please.
Can't. What do you want?
you can't
This
do
is
that.
This is a Colgate toothbrush paste.
Toothbrush.
I
Go
can't.
scan the thing in the red box. Go away.
Yeah.
That's not how gypsies work. They didn't have a single laser. So
And if they did, they wouldn't have such big bushes. Fuck.
Yeah.
it's true. These are bush people, and that's not a racist term. That is just what they were like. Anyway,
We're not talking about indigenous Australians. We're talking about, people with big genitalia bush.
Don't worry,
exactly.
they're white. We can make fun of them as much as we want.
Vlad was a deeply spiritual man as well. Him identified as a Christian. He was the kind of, let's say, what? What do you mean?
Christian?
Yeah, he was a Christian.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah, it all adds up, right? Now, he had a bit of this, like, Carnegie philanthropist thing. But instead of, like, building these Chuck E. Cheese libraries for people, he built boring churches with books in Latin that no one could read.
Oh damn it!
Latin. He lives in Romania and he's fucking printing books in Latin. What a dumbass.
No pool tables.
Dude, he's
way
like,
too
he owns a
orthodox.
record player, man. He's got all these records.
Yeah.
It's cool, man. He's like going backward. But also, do you think as a Christian, he's maybe one-upping Jesus? You know? He's like, Jesus, you just hung up on this cross through your fucking hands and feet.
Right.
I'm going to go through the anus and out of the mouth.
right.
Was Jesus white yet in the 1400s, or was he still brown?
Oh, he was white. Yeah, no, they.
Oh, he's white as fuck, dude. He's probably more white. Like, you probably couldn't even look at his image.
The Roman Catholics, they had the Turks running wild, and they're pretty dark-skinned and hairy and stuff. And they were no. He's got to look like fucking Norwegian
No.
or some shit.
Turks aren't dark skinned, they're tan. So,
yeah,
like, to make him look more white, he's like literally like, what's the whitest pigment you have?
that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
they drove him
It's
to
a
make
crayon
him whiter.
called Jesus.
Before the Turks, they were like, yeah, he's probably got a nice bronze on. But after the Turks came in and showed up with their nice skin,
Yeah.
they were like, nah, he's nothing like that.
I think it's the second son of Pope Alexander is the white image of Christ or something like that. They put in like all the. I heard it
Is
in
there
a
a statue of him? We need to tear it
I heard it in
down.
a Wu-Tang song one time. Yeah.
Dude, Mike bringing it back with the voice of history. Look at you!
I like it.
This is a Hail Mary right now. We're talking about dicks and buttholes and And Mike is coming back with actual history fact.
I don't know what to say about that. I'm very uncomfortable with you dropping history on me.
It's on the last song on Liquid Swords.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you're back to being smooth. Let's keep going.
All right, so basically, what the point I'm trying to get at is that all these people that he impaled with half the amount of sticks that Jesus had, they all got Christian burials. So he'd leave them on the stick for a few months and be like, all right, bury that guy. Get a priest out there, throw some water, let's do some wafers. Come on. Because he wanted everyone to go to heaven.
Yeah.
I think he
What
just
the
has,
fuck? That's really his fucking... That's his line of logic there? Like, he did that for...
For real.
Oh, wow.
Everyone that
Oh,
he
yeah.
had a personal hand in impaling, he was like, make sure they have a Christian burial.
Vlad. You lost me there.
I think he. I think
I've
he.
turned against him again.
I think he was just sponsored by Necco Wafer.
Oh, God.
Those are so gross.
Dude,
It's the grossest thing ever.
when you go see a priest, he's like, the Father, the Son, this is Sprite in your face, and here's a Necco Wafer.
What?
What's
Thank
a
you,
necro
Travis.
ever?
Did you do communion, Mike?
Yeah. I forgot.
You had a Necco Wafer.
Oh,
I am
alright.
confirmed, yes.
What is that? I don't know what that is.
It's an
it
old
communion?
person's candy.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it
A
this
Necco Wafer.
Oh, I thought
This
that
is
was
the body of
Eucharist.
Christ. You eat the fucking piece of bread or the wafer
you
or...
mean the cracker from Trader Joe's or
I thought it was
something?
called the Eucharist.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Well,
Eucharist.
Well, I mean, it depends on what church you go to.
Yeah.
No, it's called the Necco Wafer, and the Eucharist is a type of LaCroix flavor. So let's keep moving on.
I thought it was gonna taste good. That shit too.
All right, so back to Vlad. His old captor and stepdaddy, Mehmet, he was still in control of this region. And Vlad was supposed to be paying him some money and giving him 500 boys a year to make boy soldiers out of. After 3 years, Vlad got sick of that guy and stopped doing it. So the Sultan was like, let's get him to Constantinople. I'll pull a fast one just like I did on his dad. And then I'll just, get the money and the boys. And Vlad was like, oh, sure, yeah, I'll be there, man. Thanks for sending the messenger. And then just didn't go because it happened to his dad. That's the reason he was imprisoned when he was a teenager. So, of course, he's not going to fall for that twice.
Well, maybe he got confused because, Istanbul was once Constantinople.
Istanbul, Constantinople,
Yes!
we got a big ass chain.
Yes!
And you
I'm
get
so glad
fucked.
that joke landed.
Yeah, dude. I played Assassin's Creed once.
It's catchy. So he declined the invite, and the Sultan was all, pissed. And he's like, troops, go get Vlad, dead or alive, get him. And Vlad was all crafty. He was a crafty son of a bitch. Like I said, he was a good military leader. So he's waiting for Mehmet's men to come and overthrow him. And when Mehmet's troops arrived, he had them all captured. Because, the Romanians, they, popped out of shit. And they were like, gotcha, dude. So then he used
In their
his
Slav pants,
Yeah.
in their Puma pants.
Yeah, gotcha.
Adidas tracks.
So he got these prisoners and used them to basically Trojan horse a city named Girgi, which I will spell and then never say again, which is Giurgiu. It's a Romanian city, and it was occupied by Turks, and Vlad lost a nasty old sneak attack in there. Really Wayne Gretzky'd him.
Wow.
He blasted his campaign and he smooshed a bunch of Turks, and the Vatican praised his name because, they're all like, yeah, Jesus and shit. And not those dirty Turks. God damn, get out of here. So he freed the Christians from slavery all over Eastern European and started growing in Constantinople as Vlad's forces made waves. So his stepdaddy, Mehmet, was like, we gotta attack this guy. We gotta throw back. We have more people than him. Why are we letting him take our cities?
I don't like it. We have better coffee than this guy. What's Romanian coffee? No one knows.
I don't know.
We have better hookah. You got a hookah? You want to smoke a hookah?
It's hot
Come
RC
on.
cola.
So, I don't know if any of you guys smoke any weed, but the sativa brands, or the sativa strains, those come from the Balkans and southern Russia.
Oh, really?
So
Really?
You can thank hybridization for... I just now it clicked in my head. I bet you there's some good sativa strains that grow in fucking...
Wait,
in
is
Romania.
is sativa the one that makes you awake or the one that makes you die
that's
in the Civil War?
Sativa's Sativa's for breakfast, indicas for bed.
Okay. So if you want to be a real vampire, if you want to be a Billy Corgan, sativa, kids.
So Mehmet gathers a bunch of troops, and he makes his way off to Wallachia to make it a legit Turkish province. He's like, I don't like this whole, like, I kind of own you shit. He's like, I'm going to own you. So by the time of the attack, Vlad's forces had dwindled because he's running all over Eastern Europe, freeing all these Christian slaves.
Yeah.
He's got to make it happen. Now he's down a bunch of forces. So his tactics, excuse me, Gabriella, you wrote in too proper of English, and I don't know how to read the sentence, so I'm rephrasing it. so his tactic...
Tom, that's called English.
Shut up.
Shut up.
He was trying to burn down every single thing in Romania, so they had nothing to claim.
That's smart.
Oh, yeah, scorched earth.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, or as they would say in military terms, fash it up. Fash it up.
Fuck shit up.
Fash it up.
That's French, right?
Fash it up.
Fash it
Yeah,
up.
fash it up.
Yo, I'm saucy. Gotta fuck shit up.
Fash it up.
Towns and forests
fash
were,
it up.
yeah, the towns and forests were burnt, turning citizens into mountain goat people. All the livestock were slaughtered, as well as the wells being poisoned. He ordered construction of dams that would flood the farmland and turn it into marsh. So he destroyed all the land and drove his subjects into destitution. But in all fairness, it worked.
So this is what Father John, Papa John, did to the average pizza place. He showed up. He's like, I got better ingredients.
He's got better pizza.
I got better pizza.
It's pretty
So you
good.
guys are
I bet
fucked,
you that
dude.
for on that pizza.
You're fucked. I'm gonna scorch your earth with my better ingredient.
But then, no, wouldn't you want to scorch it with your worst ingredients?
That's
No.
kinda true. Well, maybe he used the boy soldiers before they were ripe or whatever.
Yeah, you think he just put a bunch of boys out there, and then every time one of the Turkish troops walked around them, be like, "Oh, you're a pedophile," and then the American police came after them. Ah, shit! I've been canceled. I gotta go home, Mehmet. I was canceled. I can't fight for you anymore.
Well, luckily, Pennsylvania's right around the corner.
Yep. Living in Pennsylvania. In 1462, the summer was the hottest on records, and all the Islamic troops dried up and ran out of food. So his tactic did work.
Oh, wow.
Well, it hit Ramadan. They can't eat ramen noodles anymore.
But now his land's fucked.
So Vlad is now thinking to himself, I should probably just kill my stepdaddy, just so this kind of shit doesn't keep happening.
Yeah, well.
Vlad rallied his troops for a night invasion, of course. You know, gotta slip in there, night trap him. He even paid some of his diseased men to go infect the opposed troops beforehand. So, you got diseases? Go hang out with these guys and pretend to be a spy.
Smallpox blankets kind of thing, or?
Yeah, it was like, but instead of a blanket, it was a living, breathing human.
Oh, so they just send this guy in with COVID and start coughing all over the place.
Right? I was going to say that's like a 21st century Karen move. I'm not wearing a mask. I can't breathe.
Like, I'm not breathing. That's why I was able to drive for a half hour. Not breathing the entire time. So the attack resulted in the slaughter of thousands of Turks, but Mehmet survived and was pretty mad that Vlad had done him like that. It became less of a territory quest and more of a let's get that Vlad guy hunt.
Oh, so it's revenge.
Yeah. Mehmet arrived in Targoviste, which is the capital I mentioned a few times, and it had been completely devastated by Vlad, so he was like, there's nothing to conquer here. Let's just move along. Now, in their quest, they came across a spooky spectacle, to say the least. Just a few miles north of the city was a 1-mile gorge that had been turned into a forest of impaled men, women, and children.
Oh, God.
This
They
dying...
had to walk through it, right?
Yeah, that was the whole point. Like, oh yeah, you want to come get me? I got a 1-mile gorge filled with 20,000 motherfuckers.
Jesus
Now-
Christ.
Yeah.
Now that place is called Busch Gardens.
You got great roller coasters and shit, right?
Not as good as Six Flags, but it's cool.
Now, this dying fetus EP cover art shocked Mehmet enough where he decided to retreat. but not entirely. You see, you remember Radu the Handsome, Vlad's brother?
Yeah.
He was still like, I like my new dad. He's still right up there. I'm riding with Dad.
So he's working for stepdaddy.
He is right there with him. He's getting his own tent put up by his own slaves, and they're just palling around, eating fucking, what were they, baba ganoush? Something like that?
Oh, hey, yeah.
Dolmas. That's my favorite Turkish
those
cuisine.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
Shit wrapped in grape leaves or
leaves.
something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
the good stuff, grape
Isn't it
leaves,
just
yeah.
rice? Is it literally just rice and
It's
grape?
like rice and pickle juice. I don't know. I love them shits.
Those are good.
Dude,
Yeah,
it's a
good.
cheap way to get Mexican food. It's all rice and grape leaves.
Or is it
So
a
it's kinda
sushi?
Greek
Is
culture.
it Japanese food, Travis? No?
Might be. I mean, if they wrapped it in the grape of the sea,
Yeah.
the seaweed.
I can see like I
The sea.
can see some kind of stupid Bob's Burgers joke involved with that, like dropping a plate of that shit and people at the table, oh, that's all rice.
That's all rice. Oh.
And then I would turn it off and throw the fucking TV out the window. Fucking start.
Is it a tube TV?
Yeah, it is.
You strong, man.
Yeah, it's small though. It's only a 13-incher. I'm not rich. So Mehmet's like in his dramatic moment of being shocked by this impalement first, he goes, Radu, you take care of him. He's your brother. So Radu the Beta pursued Vlad to Ponari, where he was hiding in a castle. Radu took the castle easily, as Vlad had no forces left, and Radu had all these Turkish forces at his disposal. Vlad escaped through a secret tunnel, and then on horseback
wow.
through some forest. And it was like cool or something.
What an adventure, though. Holy shit.
Is there a movie about that? There should be a movie about that.
Man crawls through tunnel.
It stars Kiefer Sutherland.
Oh, that's right. We talked about that earlier. My bad.
Sins.
Know the lore. Jesus.
And Corey.
Johnny Sins does that every single one of his features. It's just him climbing through a tunnel. So, his next stop was the Romanian city of Brasov to visit a king, a fellow king of Hungary who had been residing there, King Matthias. He went to the king and asked for some help. Unfortunately for Vlad, several merchants who he had terrorized had gotten to King Matthias first and told him that, well, Vlad's a pretty nasty guy. He's an asshole, so don't be nice to him.
All right,
And they also
wait,
lied.
hold
Hold on. Just give me a second. They
Wait,
also
with
lied.
these merchants though, did he just like edge them a little bit? Like he kind of stuck the pike in their butt, but like not all the way. You know what I mean? So he's like, I could keep going.
Oh,
But
no.
yeah, take notes on your thing.
I am
He
taking
edged
notes
them.
right now. I am
He
going to take
edged
some
them.
notes. He edged them too much. No. No, I'm talking about merchants that were, had people working underneath them and would go drop off something, like a Slurpee at the castle, and they'd be like, it's warm. And they're like, yeah, it's fucking hot out. And then he would, they would lose employees to Vlad because he didn't like the way they delivered food.
Yeah, so he coochie cooed them.
Yeah.
Vlad's Uber Eats guys.
Yeah. he's let's put it this way. Never before has he given more than a 2-star rating. Cold man.
Oh,
I don't like this guy.
Yeah. So they told the king that Vlad was actually a spy working for the Turks. And, news didn't travel back then. He had no idea that Vlad was fighting the Turks. He's just in his castle on a hammock, whatever. So Matthias threw Vlad's ass in jail immediately. He was like, you did some shit. And Vlad's like, well, I did shit, but not the shit you're talking about. And since Matthias knew that Vlad was like a hero to the Vatican, he forged some letters claiming to be written by Vlad.
Oh, sneaky.
That confessed claims that he had subjected himself to the Sultan's wishes, which was totally a lie. And this is actually considered the first instance of propaganda we have on paper.
Fake news.
Whoa.
really?
Yeah.
So Vlad's stepdad has got it going on, but he created propaganda.
Well, no, not King Matthias, the guy who Vlad went to run away from his stepdad.
Oh, Matthias, right.
Yeah. So it's like Vlad's like, what the fuck's going on?
Wait, so
I'm in jail for the wrong reasons.
So the stepdad is Robin Williams, but he's blue and a ghost that comes out of a jar.
We got to skirt that fucking, copyright infringement line.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's not. Don't worry, not a lamp. It's a jar.
It's a
One man, one jar.
And he's like, guess what? Be our guest. And Vlad's like, nah, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna hang out with Gaston over here. He's gonna help me out.
Not wrong, Travis. Well, you're not right, but I can't disprove it. So anyway, now Matthias, he's got this Vlad exactly where he wants him, and the Vatican's not bothering him anymore. And Matthias is like, okay, cool, smooth sailing, but woe is bro, because here comes sister and ruining everything. Matthias' sister, Iona, caught a glance at this dashing, pointed chin Gary Oldman of a murderer Vlad and got fucking way too horny.
Dude, you would though. Like, think about what he's doing with these spikes. She's thinking about all these different holes she has.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Yeah.
The wettest.
Gabby laughed way too hard at that, Tom. You better check that. You better.
The
check
wettest of Serbian bushes.
It's unfortunate that this is how history is unfolding because of someone's wetness. So she's like 4 years of horny, and then after 4 years of asking her brother every day to let Vlad out, the two were married, and Vlad was partially pardoned. They were given a large home in the city of Brasov, big ass home where they could chill and do whatever they want. With no subjects or enemies to torture, he'd impale birds and rats for fun.
Oh,
A pastime.
well,
Yeah, I mean, who hasn't, really, you guys? I mean, we've all been there, right?
just
Yeah.
curious,
Come on.
It's true,
Right?
but also
Yeah.
God damn it, you fuckers.
What's cooler than the real thing? A miniature. That's what you do when you're 60 years old. You're like, I never could afford this boat. I'm going to build a miniature.
Well, if you can't teach,
Yeah.
yeah.
Or build a miniature.
If you can't teach, build a miniature.
Yeah. If you can't teach, build a miniature. These are my miniature students. They're called ants. I talk to them all day.
They're smart. They walk in line.
I don't know, man. Travis, you strike me as a guy who's got like a pretty extensive Warhammer 40K miniature set.
Dude.
Am I wrong?
You're so wrong.
It's worse,
But
Dave.
you're
It's a lot worse.
But you're
much
so
worse.
right. I have I painted eggs with faces on them, and I teach them basically the Luftwaffe. I direct them against the Allies.
I love it. That's gold.
Yeah,
His Das eyes.
I'm not a Nazi though.
No, you just appreciate their
I appreciate military tactics.
correct.
The Luftwaffe were a terrible force. We'll get into them at one point because they were just hiring whoever that could just jump in a plane. But that's clearly, I'm derailing it entirely.
And I'm encouraging it. I apologize.
Your entire hard-boiled egg joke just got us canceled. Or Transylvania. Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we didn't talk about Jefferson Davis. We're fine.
All right, so over the next 12 years, Vlad's just hanging out in this house, ordering takeout and piercing animals, and planning his victorious return to Wallachia. Now, in Wallachia, Radu the handjob was sitting on the throne after a bad case of the Black Plague went through. It coronavirused everyone, and then Radu was like, oh no, I have no more subjects or anything. This is terrible. So his forces are weakened, and Basarab, remember that name? That family comes back, and they
No,
murk
who's
fucking
Basarab?
the first family that ruled in Wallachia.
Okay.
That family came back, and they fucking scraped fucking Radu's ass out of a window or something. I don't know. But this guy takes the throne for himself. But that didn't last long because the Hungarian allies saw that this guy was a total dick knuckle. And then when Vlad came back, they were like, oh, hell yeah. In 1475, a treaty was signed between Hungary, Moldova, and Vlad. And Vlad seized the throne for the third time.
So I am partially Hungarian, and I
All
also
right, here
like
we
to
go.
eat ass.
Are you a hungry man?
Does that have?
Yeah.
Does it have any correlation?
You're
Who doesn't? It's 2020, man.
I know, right? This is what they like. This is how they like it.
Travis, you're just hungry.
Mike!
You're just hungry.
You probably ate
I
more
think the term's
ass,
thirsty, bro.
dude.
well,
Dude,
it's-
Mike has probably ate more ass than any of us because look at his face.
I mean,
He
sometimes
looks like he'd eat a lot of ass.
Yeah. Is it
Oh,
true, Mike?
Once or twice.
Eating ass?
You're lying to me.
A woman's
I'm
ass?
also your cousin, so
I want to
don't
say
tell
that.
me
I
everything.
shouldn't say this on there. Maybe I don't know.
Just give me a number.
I think you should tell your not cousin Travis through the internet. How many?
Yeah, I think
asses
you guys should rebrand it
Depends
too.
on the
You guys
ass.
should be step cousins, so possibly you could maybe branch out into porn still.
Oh, John Sin's involved.
Yeah, well, why don't you reach out to Johnny Sins, and then
Yeah, talk to Johnny. He's
seen
going to
the
be on the
butthole
show
before.
soon.
I'll start drinking, so I have an excuse as to why my dick doesn't work. I will drink enough.
Not part
Sorry,
of the
bro, your
porn
bush
setup.
ain't big enough.
Got a tiny baby bush, and your penis looks
I
like
can't have that.
like a boiled peanut. Anyway, Vlad knew this was going to be a very unsustainable and risky thing to do. He only went down there with 200 soldiers. He left his wife and children behind because he's like, I'm going to get fucking taken over again. I know this how this game works. First time I was in, it was only 2 months. It was barely an internship.
So right now he sounds like DMX with tax returns.
Kind of.
He's
I
like,
know enough about that to laugh at that joke. Good.
you didn't laugh though.
Oh, sorry.
He's faking it. You're off the podcast,
Oh,
Dave.
don't
Thanks
worry.
for joining us.
All right, Dave's replacing me. Bye, guys. Bye.
No one else is on the podcast. It's Tom alone and his step cousin.
Yeah, it's just Dominus and John Sins.
My goodness. All right.
God, that sounds terrible.
I'm at the very
Let's-
end of this script, so let's get through it. We're done here. We're basically done. He spent a year on the throne, and Turkish people would attack him as Turkish people do, even probably for today. He spent his time going out and attacking other Turkish people that were doing nothing. That's what he did for fun. So someone asked me how he died.
Travis, ask Tom how he died.
Hey, Tom.
Yes.
His name's
How did he
Vlad.
die? How did Shrimp Boy die? How did he touch it?
Well, I'm so glad you asked. So Vlad was out with his boys slaughtering some Turks for fun and kicking ass.
Yeah.
And it was just like this small little battle.
That sounds like a bachelor party to me. Like, the next bachelor party I have to plan because someone fucking can't set up a bachelor party.
Because
That's what I
somebody can't
do.
pull out. Jesus fucking Christ.
Dude, yeah, right? That's what I'm doing. We're gonna
Shotgun
kill some
bachelor
Turks.
parties.
Plan one before anything happens at all.
Like, again, someone's bachelor party.
You know what? I just had to do one.
Come on down. Who's getting married?
Come on down. Who's not pulling out?
So he's out there slaughtering boys, and he decides that his boys are doing real well, so he goes to ride up a hill and watch the battle from a vantage point. And while he's frolicking up the hill, all giddy as a schoolboy, a lance comes from the battleground and blasts him in the goddamn shoulder. He was
Dude,
saying,
I hope it did it blast him through the anus?
no,
Oh.
no.
Imagine if he was
That's
riding
poetic
up the hill.
justice, but no, man.
Yeah, but
Reality.
imagine if he was riding up the hill like with his ass first. Right, like the horse's
He's riding like a
face.
jockey.
Right, but like backwards jockey. So like
Reverse jockey.
So like
That's a
yeah,
good
like the
episode
horse's head is
Fuck.
behind his
Where's my phone?
butt. He's like, oh yeah.
He's basically doing squats up the hill.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's riding up there, he gets fucking murked, and he's like, oh no, my shit. So then he's chased by a group of assassins, people who want him dead. So he manages to actually kill 5 of the attackers, because he's still got it. Even though he's one shoulder down, this guy, he's been doing it, you know? But finally, he was ousted. His head was removed and sent to Constantinople, where it was impaled and put on a stick to show all that the guy who was into human shish kebab had finally been kebabbed himself.
He's not ironic.
Bacon grapes.
I mean, that's probably
Yeah.
how you wanted to go out, honestly. It's probably like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Cut my head off and put me on a stick. That's hot.
He's
Well,
like
I mean,
right, like
in
it's
the
Rob
end,
Zombie.
we're all dead anyway, right? Might as well go out somewhere cool, some way cool.
Yeah.
Right.
You have
like
to piss somebody off really bad to have them cut your head off, though. Like,
Wake-Wallachia.
As Rob Zombie said, cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort.
Suffocation, no breathing.
Travis, thanks for making this dirty. I try to keep this whole episode clean, and you ruined it with your
Dude, this is
PG
a
attitude.
Wholesome.
Yeah, because of that, there's going to be E on this episode.
Yeah.
Now
Good
we're
job.
explicit, finally. Well, that's about it. One last thing. Firstly, Gab, thanks for helping me throw this together, even though I can read half of it because I'm illiterate.
Good job, Gabby.
Gabby, you should have wrote it in Portuguese just to make him learn.
No.
Should have tested him.
That's the next one.
Oh, my gosh. From firsthand experience, I can confirm without a doubt that most practicing vampires of today have rich fathers, are vegan, and have sad TikToks to show off their talents. Vlad was very much of that same ilk.
Vlad was the fucking first emo. That's what he was. Like, he listened to The Cure and, like, cried a lot, you know?
You think he ever ran out of black clothes to wear?
Never.
I mean, he probably had a sick rack of
See,
things to choose from.
Dave, I'm going to take the complete opposite approach. I think Dave is a dude.
Don't listen
that,
to him, Dave.
I think that Vlad is the guy that wore like Fox Team Racing, and he was like jumping. He was on a fucking motorbike, like from day 12.
So
He was
you
like
think he was
jumping off
extreme?
that shit. I think he was extreme as fuck. He like instead like they gave him a baby bottle and it's filled with Monster or
Mountain Dew.
Rockstar.
Mountain
Right?
Dew,
Like,
man.
Yeah, like I think this dude was fucking Mountain Dude up. This is a good old boy.
I disagree. I think that he was probably a latent homosexual, and I do believe that's not a bad thing by any fucking means. But when you stifle something like that, you end up killing 30,000 people on pikes through their buttholes.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, just be who you are, Vlad. Come on.
I see that. Hitler. Hey, guess what? Jews really like your butt.
Yeah, just let him in there for a second.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
just as a tip, see how it feels.
For the sake of everyone's butthole, just pick a few buttholes.
So I gotta say, I'm surprised we didn't have more vampire lore.
There's almost none in the actual story.
I know, and that's the
Yeah.
weird part. Like, well, it's coming together a bit. Like, this was turned into something that it shouldn't have been.
Mhm.
Like,
Right.
this guy was a monster and like didn't drink blood, probably, most likely. I mean, I don't know. Epstein fucks kids, so who knows? You know, like I said, power. But who knows? Like, I mean, I think a lot of this is just legend and like people like who was it? Mary whatever that wrote Frankenstein, and then
Bram
What?
Stoker.
Well, Bram Stoker wrote that, and then Mary Shelley wrote Frankenstein.
wrote Frankenstein, and like I'm sure they were at the same orgy at one point or another. You
They
know?
were.
Yeah.
Probably.
And I'm sure Rasputin was involved too. Like I think might have heard that on your guys' podcast. Anyway,
You may have.
so the moral of the story is Elon Musk is a piece of shit, and there's no such thing as a good billionaire.
Yeah.
Yes, that is the moral of the story.
That
if you
is-
drive a Tesla, you suck the blood of the poor.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if you have an electric car.
You're saving the world, though, by being clean.
That's what they want you to think, Mike. Do you know how?
But
do
look
you
at
know,
the door handle, dude. It's so cool.
It's got a laptop inside of it. Who doesn't want that? You
I
wanna look
mean,
at the
yeah,
screen.
don't get me wrong. I want an X pretty bad. That's a fucking cool machine.
No,
but
me too. But
I don't want to fucking prop up that dude. So
yeah, not gonna
I
happen.
mean, dude, I want X as well, but like, do I want to club a baby every time I want to start my car?
I mean, whose
Maybe.
baby is
Oh,
it?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Is it Elon Musk's baby?
Yeah, one of his 7
Yeah.
or 12 babies or whatever.
Does it have the same name as the starter they put in the Tesla?
Yeah.
XAER12.
Yeah, maybe Bram Stoker's the next guy to roast, right? Maybe he was racist. Maybe he was racist against Romanians.
Dude,
Maybe, but I
Everybody
don't
was
think-
racist back then against something or someone.
Yeah, that's something we've come to realize with a lot of our research. It's like, hey, I got another one.
Yeah.
One of these racist.
Well, and the shit thing is like you can say, well, you know, Abraham Lincoln, or not even Abraham, but like, God, I can't think of the guy's
Dude,
name.
Abraham Lincoln is on our list. Don't worry about
He
it.
absolutely should be, but
Yeah.
like that guy wasn't racist for the times.
Well,
but he was racist as fuck.
Yeah,
like everybody was. Like,
No, Abraham Lincoln was more racist than the average person.
oh god, I can't wait to hear this episode.
Yes, so we will get to Abraham Lincoln.
All right.
Ulysses S. Grant, the one that they pulled the statue of down in San Francisco, he wasn't racist. A fucking Abe Lincoln was racist.
Well,
It's interesting.
Hey.
Oh, that's interesting.
You know what? You know what every protester should do right now? Go to the bank, ask for as many fives as your bank account would allow, and burn them.
yes. Or
Yeah.
no, send them to nfhcpodcast@gmail.com. all of your cryptocurrency and your $5 bills, please.
P.O. Box Gmail.
This is fun, guys. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course, man. Like, you know, we needed someone solid like you know, from a good podcast to fill in for our Cody, who's probably in jail or in a hammock right now and doesn't know how to get out. You know,
That's
and
what
we
you do in
and we-
Hawaii. You just can't get out of a
It's
hammock.
one of those hammocks with the malaria nets over it, though, right?
Yes, exactly. He's still stuck, but he's covered. But yeah, we appreciate you coming on the show, man.
I enjoyed it, and I apologize for egging on Travis so much and making him drink extra. And I did that on purpose. I absolutely did that on purpose.
No, but dude,
Are you
I'll
drinking
just
water,
fucking chug a
Dave?
beer
Are you
right now,
drinking
don't
water?
worry.
no, I've been drinking beers.
Oh, I was
But
gonna say,
I'm,
I would love if you were just drinking water out of beer cans and then
Oh, that would
watching
be-
him get
yes.
fucked.
I
just chugging the beer. Whatever.
That'd be so
Like,
funny.
I love
you know,
it. That's not a bad idea, because I'm drunk as shit right now. So
egg me on, like we just roasted Rob Zombie.
Right. All right. Well, we'll close out the show now. We'll continue drinking after. Gabriella, thank you so much for jumping in with the script work. You really saved my ass because I was super busy this week. Also, you're my girlfriend, so we'll talk. Mike, thanks for filling in for yourself.
No problem. I'm glad to do it.
Tom
Yeah.
might have learned something from by the Impaler this week.
Yeah.
like some details, even.
Dave, once again, thanks very much. Appreciate it. Travis, you can get fucked. And we're really
Dude,
bad at plugging
I
shit.
am not
So
gonna
Patreon.
get fuck. Cats will rule the world again. That is the reason why we exist in houses or cats.
All right. Thank you, Shane, everyone.
Trying to get back to the beginning of the episode. If you don't like cats like Thomas Saltman,
Thank you, Shane.
And Dave from
You
NFHC
could-
Podcast, because I
Yes.
don't like cats. I'm not a
allergic to
huge
them, so I
fan
really
at
like
all.
them.
As a matter of fact, I hate cats.
guess
So-
what? Don't listen to Not For Human Consumption podcast because Dave does not like the civilization of cats.
I don't.
That had started the fucking human civilization.
So Dylan really likes cats, and I think you guys should make out.
All right, so listen to Not For Human Consumption because Dylan likes cats.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Shane.
You can mute when Dave is on.
Do it.